I want to share with you all my experience at DreamCon 2022. Animated Mel. This is my first time going to a DreamCon. So this was a new experience for me as far as it being local, it being super big. Also, DreamCon being hosted by one of the biggest YouTube platforms out there, or content creators, especially when it comes to anime related content, RDC World. And we all know about RDC World. They have funny skits that revolves around anime, sports, a lot of the things that's happening throughout the world. But they're typically funny guys, and they're very creative with their skits and their scenes and stuff. And so they hosted their own convention, and it's called DreamCon. And I was just like, riding up there, I was literally thinking like, man, what RDC World is doing is so dope. Like what they have done and created, and the doors they open, it's so incredible. And it's so dope that it all revolves around anime, man. And when I was growing up with my group of friends, we all loved anime. And we all loved, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, Kenshin, and, just a lot of different classic anime series. We really enjoyed it. Dragon Ball Z was the one that we always talked about. So just being able to see a group of friends that sort of emulate the people that I grew up with, and for them to create things, these different skits that revolves around the anime that I love, bruh, it's so fun and it's so dope. And they're legit good. Like, it's funny. They're legit funny, man. So first time going to this convention, and oh my gosh, it was incredible, man. Like, the feeling was different. It was different for me because it was primarily a black audience. And this isn't a feeling that I expected to get. It was just like I was basically home in a sense. If that makes sense, right? It kind of felt like I was home. Like the connection was a lot deeper for me. I don't know why. It's not a feeling that I was expecting to experience, It's just when I got into that feeling, I was just like, this feels really, really good, So that's the only thing I can equate it to, Because look, I love hip hop. Hip hop is embedded into my life. And so when you go to an anime convention and people are just playing music or they're vibing, there's usually either anime music playing or maybe some typical rave music that's like, it's a vibe depending on, the type of music you like. But if you grow up around hip hop music, you're not going to expect to hear hip hop music at an anime convention. But we was at DreamCon, so we was sweating. It's sweating. It's that's her. Oh my gosh, it was so dope, man. Just you go around hearing music, and then also at one point in time in the convention, there's like a group of people that were, there's like a big body of people, and then within that body it's like a little circle, and people are dancing. That's how we do it, baby. That's how we do. We create circles and we get like this. We get it popping no matter where we go, man. So actually I recorded some footage, so maybe I'll throw it up in here somewhere. But yeah, man, it was just to see that was so dope. And then you look in one corner, there's like people jump roping, and it wouldn't double dutch. It would have been like super, super hood if it was like double dutch, which would have been perfect. I was hoping it was double dutch, but it was just, seeing people just jump roping. And then as you walk, you just see people in their cosplay outfit, and they all are looking so fucking dope, man. It legit made me want to cosplay, man. I met so many different artists there. Like I met this an artist named Quentin. He has a comic book that I bought, and it's called Night of Abyss. And look at the artwork. It's so dope. It's so crisp. It's so clean. It's so eye-catching, and so, yeah, I want to make sure that I support people, man, so definitely check out Night of Abyss. Is made by Quentin Dorsey, and you can check him out on his Instagram, K_O_Abyss. I'll put it in the description box. And, you get to know people. You understand how much time and how much dedication that they put into their work. And knowing that he, graduated college and he's been at this for 10 years, so much money invested, and he's still working at his, his 9 to 5 while still pursuing his dream. Bro, like, that's a beautiful thing, man. So, man, you have to salute that and support people, especially not to make this all racy, not racy or anything, because this is not, I'm not on that vibe, but especially when you come from impoverished communities, because basically when you come from communities that's in the hood, because primarily you're going to grow up in the hood if you're black in America. That's just fact. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean you stay there, but you will grow up in the hood. Zoto, I got to do something about these. You gotta just chill out, Ace. But yeah, primarily you grow up in the hood. And so you have a lesser advantage. So when I see someone achieving and going for their goals and going for their dreams, bruh, that shit gets me happy. Like, that shit makes me, it gets me excited to see people aspiring for great things. I just love it. And I love being around that type of energy, man. So also, I met some random guy. I met some guy randomly. Just a random guy. And, he liked what I was wearing. And then we started talking about anime and how we were supposed to be VIP, because, when you go to DreamCon, they give you these badges. And obviously you want VIP so you can have the more exclusive stuff and meet and greets and all that stuff. But it's sold out, so we had we was just being silly, and I was just like, yes, I originally acquired VIP, but now I have to be with the normals. I was going to be looking down on people, just being silly, man, and just having fun. And then he asked me, was I up there with anybody? I was like, nah, man. He was just vibing out and chilling, and he wasn't up there with nobody. He said, you trying to rock out together? And that's what we did. We rocked out for a little bit, Cool guy, man. So shout out to you, Rex. Then, while going through the artist alley and looking at all the dope artwork, because I definitely bought and supported a lot of the artwork. Nothing personal against famous YouTubers or anything, but I don't know a lot of them. I do not know a lot of them. And it's not that I don't care about their work. It's just, it's not on my radar. So I didn't know a lot of the famous anime creators that are in the YouTube community. The only ones that I knew about are obviously RDC World and Daquan Wilshire, and they were there as well. So those are the only ones that I knew. Other than that, I didn't know anyone. But apparently there was this guy. His name's Irving, and I'm not familiar with him, but me and him had a nice little exchange of a dialogue, and got to know him, and he's a cool person. And the guy that that I randomly ran into, he was still kind of floating around Irving, and I'm just like, what the hell? He's hovering around him. What is let the dude breathe? That's what I was thinking. Let him do his thing. But maybe they knew each other. I don't know. But then I saw another girl come up. And everyone was just hovering. It's sort of like they was waiting to take turns to talk. And I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess he must be somebody. But he had a really dope freaking piece. Oh my gosh, he had a panel that he was doing at 9 p.m. on Friday. He had a panel that he was doing. He was premiering his the movie he made, the Powerpuff Girls 2 sequel. The movie, because I believe they had a first one, but I've never seen the first one. But he just premiered the second one, and he was like, "Yo, come check it out." Checked it out. Oh my gosh, so dope, so freaking dope, man. It was so cool, especially if you know Powerpuff Girls. They twisted and changed the story around to make it really something that's really interesting to listen to and to watch, man, to see them performing and create, to see the graphics and you see the reactions to the people, and I'm giving my genuine expression oh, this is dope, they killing it. Yo, he did an amazing job, man. So his name's Irving. I'm not sure of his last name, but I know he probably worked with King Vader. I wasn't too familiar with King Vader, but I have seen a couple of his skits. And there was a lot of other people there that I didn't know, but salute to all the creators, man. Yeah, man, it was an overall great experience. They had dodgeball. They had a dodgeball tournament. They had a Smash tournament, I think Dragon Ball Fighters tournament, fighting game tournaments. They had different tournaments, and people, won. They got money, which was so cool, man. And different panels and different discussions, and obviously you have art, and they had like cars outside. Had cars outside with like anime stuff. They had all the lewd anime stuff. But yeah, man, it was so dope, man. It was big. The only gripe that I would have about the experience is that I wish it was bigger. Because now granted, I want to keep in mind that venue that we were at was big. It was a pretty big size venue. It was just so many people there. It was just so many people there. It was just so many people there that, like, it was capacity for the main room where people couldn't even watch Family Feud. Oh, they had Family Feud. And, like, so it was like a capacity issue, which sucks because now if you're not VIP, you're going to miss out on something that you should be able to enjoy since you're at that convention, Overall, this is easily the best con that I've been to. I know there's more cons that I need to go to and explore to it and all that stuff, but this is easily the best con that I've been to. For me. Speaking personally, the best con that I've been to, man, hands down. And also, shout out to Uncle Spam. Shout out to Richie. I got to hang out with y'all for a little bit. It was great to meet y'all in person, surprisingly. And that's it. DreamCon 2022. That was my experience. It was one of the best times that I've ever had at a convention. If you've never been, go ahead and check it out. You probably want to be tuned in because the tickets will probably go within a day. That's how quick it is. I mean, that's how dope it is, and I guess how popular it is. So, yeah, man, I am Animated Mel, Static Studios. They got some dope artwork. I want to shout out them. I don't remember a lot of people, but shout out to everyone that I met. Yeah, but other than that, peace and love. Subscribe, follow, like, and all that stuff. Bye-bye.